Now, live from Buffalo Wild Wings in College Park, here's Maryland head coach Mark Turgeon and Johnny Holiday.
As always, we have a very special player guest that stops by our show every Thursday night, and tonight's no exception. And you've got a terrific freshman from New Jersey, Coach Jared Nickens, sitting alongside, and what a job he has done for you through 11 games this year.
Yeah, he's been great, and he continues to get better. And I think it all started this summer. Jared was really dedicated in the weight room and put on a lot of weight, which he needed to do. He was at 22 pounds. He'll probably tell you it's a little more than that now that he's put on. And he's been really committed to trying to get better defensively, and that's where most of the new guys have to get better. We always knew Jared could shoot it, could score, but his game's even better than what I was anticipating at this young age. So it's great to see. The thing about Jared, he has fun, enjoys life, and so he's really enjoying this opportunity.
I see he's going to be in sports broadcasting, huh, Jared?
Yeah, I'm into that with my advisor.
I told Chris Naki he's in trouble.
I'm thinking about you, John.
No, you're thinking about Naki, not about me.
All right.
Jared, congratulations on such a terrific start. Let's go back to your high school days. You were named the third best player in all of New Jersey. If you're the third best, I want to see who the other two guys are. Because in my eyes, you got to be the best guy to come out of New Jersey.
I started my high school career at St. Patrick's High School in Elizabeth, ran by Kevin Boyle. And I spent 3 years there, and then I chose to reclassify. And I transferred to Westtown School in Pennsylvania. And then the end of my second junior year is when Coach Turgeon called me and offered me. And I didn't waste any time. I set my visit up, came in June and committed the next day. So, and my experience here has been great so far, and I'm really enjoying it.
Did you always have your eyes on Maryland? Was this the school you wanted to come to?
Definitely. I spoke to my mom about it. We were just all on the same page, and I just didn't want to waste any time.
What was the biggest attraction?
I liked everything about it, academics, coaching staff, Coach Turgeon, the players. Des was my host, and he treated me really well. And it was far enough from home where I could be on my own, but close enough where my parents could still see me play.
Sure, they can still come down, can't they?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. What's been the biggest adjustment for you?
There really hasn't been any adjustments like off the court because I went to a boarding school. But on the court, like Coach Turgeon said, just defensively, I've just been working on that, doing extra slides and stuff after practice, foot speed drills with our strength and conditioning coach. And I say I'm adjusting pretty well. I'm starting to get used to it.
Kyle Tarp will get your attention real quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, he works you guys hard.
Yeah, I mean, it rolls over onto the court and how we play, so it helps a lot.
The hardest thing for new guys is just to understand how hard you have to practice every day. And Jared had great high school coaches all the way through, and Seth Berger at Westtown's a tremendous coach. But just the level of the jump in practice is really probably the hardest thing for them. They look at me like I'm crazy all the time when I'm telling them they're not practicing hard enough. And so you continue to do that with him. But, Jared and Dion are both kind of smooth players.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
But I know there's a little more in them, so you always try to push them. That's probably the biggest adjustment. But they get a little bit better every day at practicing harder.
Talk about the difference, as Coach just mentioned, the practices here, going back to last year when you were in high school.
More intense. Everybody's stronger and faster and quicker. You have to focus a lot more. And you can't take any plays off, and you get called out for everything, so you can't hide.
Now, what kind of a coach did you play for?
At St. Pat's, I played for a more aggressive coach. Really, picked on the I wouldn't say picked on the players, but he called a lot of things out. He was really hard on us. And then Seth Berger, he was more of tried to build my confidence, just told me a lot of things. But he always told me what I needed to hear and what I didn't, what I shouldn't hear. So that helped a lot, especially coming into college. So,
was there a point when you were growing up, maybe ninth grade, eighth grade, that you thought, hey, I'm going to be a pretty good-sized kid. I've got some pretty good basketball skills. If I really start concentrating, I can make a name for myself in high school and in college?
I say the end of my sophomore year.
Of high school?
At St. Pat's.
Was that a growing spurt for you, growing time?
Well, I grew from 8th grade to freshman year, but I didn't realize how long I was until the end of sophomore year. And that's when I got moved up to varsity at St. Pat's, and that's when I really started working out more and putting more time into my game. And then that's when all the offers started rolling in. So.
Yeah, recruiting's crazy. I was up I saw him. I was up in Jersey. I was in Atlantic City, I think, or outside Atlantic City. It was the Atlantic City tournament. And I was actually there to see some local kids. And there was this kid over there making, I think he had 7 threes in this game. And I was just kind of to act like I wasn't watching him. And I bumped into his people, AAU people, and they told me he was going to reclassify. And I just kind of made a mental note that Jared Nickens is a guy that I wanted to recruit the following year. And then we went out in April the next year, and he was up in Pittsburgh, and we saw him play. And that's when I decided I was going to offer him a scholarship. So sometimes you got to be good, sometimes you got to be lucky, and I think we're a little bit both when we were able to see Jared at a young age and start the recruitment process.
Jared, you know, the guy that does the games with us, Walt Williams, is one of the all-time greats at the University of Maryland. And every time we're doing a game, when you come in, whether it's starting like you did the last game or coming off the bench, it's instant offense. You always seem to hit that first shot. And he predicts that. Walt says, I guarantee you Nickens is going to nail the first shot he takes. And normally it's a three-pointer. And you do it on a consistent basis, you lead the team with 18 threes.
It's just something, when I come off the bench, I just try to get the offense going or do whatever Coach Turgeon needs us to do, like spark up the team. Because we've had some slow starts, so I just try to come in and just spark the team, bring some intensity, and just get the game going.
Is there one area you'd like to get a little bit better in?
Defensively. I know that'll keep me on the court. I know the offense will come and rebounding too.
Coach, when you look at the amount of minutes that Jared has logged this year, 241 minutes, 5 turnovers.
Yeah,
really protects the basketball.
It's been great, and he knows his limitations, and he is instant offense, and he helps stretch the defense, and I think in some games he's really helped us get going offensively. So, like I said, he's much further along than I thought he was coming out. He's more of a complete basketball player. You know, everybody thought he was just a shooter, and he's much more complete basketball player than what we thought we were getting. And which is always great, and then he just continued. And there's so much upside there. That's really what's fun as a coach. You see guys, and you know, Jared doesn't like me getting on him every day, but I know there's a lot more in him, and that's why you get on him. And he, you know, he'll thank me someday. It's not a lot of fun going through it, but he's got a chance to, you know, be one of our great players here and have a great career. So I just tell him, just let me stay on you, let me push you, and just keep trying to get better.
It's a tough time of the year too, Jared, isn't it? Because you got exams, you got the holidays, you got games, you're trying to study, trying to practice, all kind of things going on these couple of weeks of December.
Yeah, well, with the 2 days we had off, really helped a lot. Gave us time to focus on exams and get our recovery in and get our legs together. And just coming from Des Wells, this time of the month is really when there's a lot more practice during the season than normal. So we just have to stay focused and keep grinding.
Big opponent coming up Sunday, too, Oklahoma State. Have you seen them on television at all? Watch video?
I saw one game against Memphis.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good. I wouldn't doubt any team because anybody could be beat, but we just have to come ready to play.
That's right. Good man, Coach.
Yeah,
good man.
Great kid.
And sports broadcasting is going to be your focus someday, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to definitely look into that.
I don't have any more than 20, 25 years left, so I'm going to keep you in mind to fill my shoes when I walk away from you.
Sounds good.
Jared, thank you, buddy. Best of luck on Sunday and the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Jared Nickens, one of the terrific Maryland freshmen from New Jersey, and we'll have more when we come back in just a minute on the Mark Turgeon Radio Show from Buffalo Wild Wings in College Park.